Welcome to Knowledgeable Aging. I'm your host, Jason Kotar. Joining us today to talk about normal aging versus disease is Cassandra Hill. Cassandra owns and operates Holistic Living Consulting LLC, a wellness business helping women embrace physical and emotional wellness. Additionally, Cassandra is author of He Restoreth My Soul, Triumph Through Adversity. Cassandra is a credentialed professional gerontologist and certified wellness coach. She is currently on the Governor's Advisory Council on Aging for the state of Arkansas and the Advisory Committee for the Alzheimer's Cure Foundation. She also holds a master's degree in gerontology. How are you doing today, Cassandra?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jason?
Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Before we get started, for those that are joining us today, if you have any questions, type those in, and time permitting, we will get those questions answered. So, Cassandra, normal aging versus disease.
Yes, oftentimes when people find out I'm a gerontologist, the first question they ask me, what is that? Because it's not a word that is normally used in our day-to-day vocabulary. And once they figure out it's related to aging, that I specialize in aging, almost all the time, the following question is, how can I stop aging? And here's the trick. You cannot stop aging. From the newborn baby to the 80-year-old, everyone who is living is aging. Now, what we can do, we can age healthy. Normal aging is not a disease process. That is the biggest myth that our society has been taught and believes. Normal aging isn't disease. Now, there are some things that happen to us as we age, but it's not a disease process. And we're going to talk about some of those changes that we can expect as we age. And then what I love to do, I'm not just going to tell you about things that's going to happen to you as you age. I'm going to give you some healthy tips, things you can do to combat some of those changes, because it's about living healthy and having a great quality of life. No one should suffer in dis-ease. So let's get going and learn about how to be proactive with the aging process. Some of the changes you may notice as you age in regards to your urinary system. We all get those late nights. We have to wake up and run to the bathroom. Our capacity to hold, our bladder capacity to hold urine does decrease as we age. And normally our kidney functioning does decrease as well. And that's what's creating that sensation. That is a normal part of aging, to have that decreased bladder capacity. However, kidney disease, that's not normal aging. But having that gotta go, I know for women that generally is hiding a little more due to having children and just what our reproductive system goes through. So we generally do experience that a little more than our counterparts. That's normal. And at the end, I'm going to give you some ways you can help overcome that, because that is something we go through as we age, losing that bladder capacity to hold as much as we did in our younger years. Another thing, when we think about our urinary, as well as our digestive, and they kind of go hand in hand because they both work together in keeping our body healthy. When we think about our digestive system, keep in mind it's 30 feet long. So that's a lot of our body, and it's involved in a lot of the processes that go on with our body, generally speaking, when your digestive system is healthy, you're well on your way to having a great quality of life. So when we think about our digestive system in terms of aging, we do lose some gastric acid. And in losing that gastric acid, that's going to cause us to not be able to absorb as much protein because we need that gastric acid for the absorption of protein. Another thing with the decreased acid, the absorption of B12, and we know the importance of our B vitamins. That's why you're probably beefing up on your fruits and veggies. I know right now this is a great time to do that. You're getting the fresh fruits and veggies from your farmer's market and just from your local grocery store. So with the decreased gastric acid, you're not able to absorb as much of the B12 vitamin as well as protein. And the decreased gastric acid, that happens. That is part of normal aging. However, many of the other changes that we experience in regards to digestion, I know for almost a decade, I worked in long-term care, skilled nursing facilities, assisted living facilities. And in my tenure of doing that, I saw many seniors who had problems swallowing. A lot of them was on pureed diets. That's not normal aging. A lot of times what happens, our lifestyle, lack of eating the right foods and our body getting the right nutrients. Because let's keep in mind, as I mentioned, the digestive system is 30 feet long. Digestion starts as soon as I put something in my mouth. It starts. And so there's so many organs involved in that process to where when we don't eat correctly and don't drink and be real careful to what we're putting into our body, it affects our teeth. They're not as strong. And that generally over a span of time causes dis-ease. But don't fret. Don't think that, oh, I'm going to get old and I won't be able to swallow whole food, or I won't be able to fill in a blank, whatever your fear is. That's not normal aging. Those are disease processes that has happened in a lot of older people, but it is not normal aging. Normal aging will be just the decreased gastric acid. That's normal. And as I mentioned, that causes the lack of absorption for protein and B12 vitamins. Okay, let's get going. Move to the next topic because I really want to make sure I have plenty of time to talk about the proactive tips. I'm really big on providing solutions and not problems. One thing never fails. People are always coming to me about memory, whether it's concern for developing dementia, something related to memory. FYI, dementia, whether it's Alzheimer's, Lewy body dementia, Parkinson's, that's not normal aging. We are seeing more and more people being diagnosed with dementia, especially Alzheimer's type, probably more than we've ever seen in the United States for sure, but that's not normal aging. Now, in normal aging, will you lose neurons, nerve cells in your brain? Yes, that's normal. So if you walk into your kitchen and you forget what you went in there for, that's not a big concern. But if you're out and you're driving and you forget how to get home, that's a concern. Then you need to go to a doctor. But just slight things you forget, that there's no need to panic about that. That's normal. And like I said at the end, I'm going to give you some solutions on how you can improve those neurons, how you can grow and build those neurons. But losing some of them, that does happen with aging. As I mentioned, even when we think about Alzheimer's, one thing we do know for a lot of people with Alzheimer's, we know we have the plaque that's in their brain, that overwhelming evidence for that. We've seen that in people who have Alzheimer's. Once they do transition, we've seen those plaques in their brain, and that's a link to diabetes, actually, type 2 diabetes. We do see a correlation for type 2 diabetics and Alzheimer's. Matter of fact, some previous research I did last year concluded that people with type 2 diabetes are more likely to develop Alzheimer's. And you may ask yourself, why is that? Well, type 2 diabetes, think about it. Most people develop that generally after 40, 40-ish, and that results from most people being overweight. Most type 2 diabetics are overweight, and it comes from a lifestyle for most type 2 diabetics. So really paying attention to your health. That's why I'm so big on being proactive about your health, and really love combining my knowledge as a wellness coach and holistic health practitioner to gerontology, because it is possible to age healthy. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about in regards to changes you'll see. And this is something that I know, especially for most older people, it's a concern: their appearance and mobility. As we age, will you lose collagen? Yes, that's a normal part of aging. As a result of losing some of that collagen, it does cause wrinkles in the skin. We see so many products on the market telling you that you can reverse aging and stop wrinkles and all this stuff. Now, is there ways that you can increase collagen in your skin? Yes, but I'm here to tell you, do not waste another penny on someone telling you that you can stop age spots. It's not possible. As I mentioned when I started, when you stop aging, you stop living. Living here on this earth, we are all aging, and it's a beautiful thing, because right now we're in the best time to age healthy. So embrace it, enjoy it. The collagen loss, that's normal, that's okay. Accept your beautiful self and love the skin you're in. In regards to mobility, there are changes in your joints, flexibility, in the arches tends to decrease a little. That's what causes some height loss as well. That is normal to have a slight decrease in your height. Your bone strength is normally reduced as well, and that is from mobility. But guess what? Now I'm going to offer some solutions because there are solutions to help with these normal things that most people experience during aging. The first thing in regards to your urinary bladder capacity, having a schedule really helps. Knowing that, okay, at this time I'm going to the bathroom, and after a while, your bladder gets used to that routine and is able to empty at those times. And it really makes life so much more convenient for you. Eating the right amount of proteins, fruits, veggie, really important. Your fiber intake, extremely important because it lowers the risk of constipation and impaired nutrition. In regards to your diet, making sure at minimum you're getting 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. I know that sounds like a lot, but here's a cheat fix to help you get that. I, I generally start my day with a smoothie. Like today, if you follow me on Instagram, you see I had a smoothie. With one of my shake mixes, and my shake mix has a blend of, I think it's like 12, 13 servings of fruits and veggies in the shake mix itself. And so from there, I add strawberries, bananas, pineapples with a plant-based milk. And guess what? I've in that one meal, I've gotten all the fruits and veggies that my body needs for a day. So from here on out, for the rest of the day, when I have lunch, dinner, I'm just adding to it. So starting your day with a smoothie, getting your fruits and veggies with that, real easy way to get those 9 to 13 servings in a day. Also, Kegel exercises, really, really important. It's going to strengthen your bladder. And in doing those exercises, not only is it going to strengthen your bladder, but it's going to get you moving. And that's so important. Moving your body for at least 30 minutes a day. It's not a lot. You could sit and watch a show and have a workout done. Just something that's gonna get your heart rate going a little and get those feel good endorphins going, because it's not only going to help your physical health, also going to help your emotional mental health, because those endorphins release neurotransmitters that has been shown to improve your mood as well. So start out with some Kegels and then ease into maybe like a Pilates or a yoga just to get yourself moving. There's so many videos out there on YouTube to where it's easy to find a Pilates or a yoga video to get you up and moving. Another thing, talked about the brain, the importance of neurons. Our brain develops nerve cells throughout life. Yes, you heard me correctly. Our brain cells grow new cells. Now, those new cells that are being grown, what are you feeding those new cells? Have you giving those new cells omegas, really, really important, especially the omega-3s. But I recommend getting the omega-3s with the 6 and 9 as well. Also reducing stress to those new neurons that are growing. Also keep learning. Those neurons, they come blank. So feed those neurons, learn, take classes. And right now, one great thing about the internet, it opens up so many opportunities to attend virtual courses and learn new information. Cutting back on the alcohol, drugs, making sure that you're feeding those neurons the best possible, and also making sure you're getting adequate amounts of rest and sleep. For a lot of older people, the sleep wake cycle has been thrown off a little. So, really want to pay attention to giving your body that adequate rest it needs so those neurons can come in strong and not be at risk for developing any type of dementia. Use your body, move your body, treat your body as a temple. You know, if you were to go to the White House right now today and you're there, you're touring, and if you're like me, you probably never been to the White House. And so you're looking and it's like, wow, this is so beautiful. This is so great. You're thinking that you wouldn't throw trash down because you realize the value of where you're at. You're in the White House. Look at your body the same way. Your body. This is the one body you'll have for the rest of your life. The rest of your life. Are you going to throw junk in it? Are you going to throw Big Macs in it every week? Are you going to throw soda in it? Are you going to throw lots of alcohol in it? And all these things that we know are bad for our health. We all know this. We know fast food is bad for our health. No one needs to tell us that. And me as a wellness coach, I don't need to tell you that. But what I do need to tell you is the importance of your body, the value of your body. You are priceless. Your body is priceless. And so when you realize that it's that, you're going to treat it the best way possible. And that's what I'm here to help you do. Taking care of your body. Your body, the immune system within your body, the function of the immune system, guess what it is? Your immune system is designed to fight for you. It's designed to protect you from viruses, bacteria, any threats to your body. Your immune system is designed to handle. But here's the problem. Your immune system can't come fighting for you if you haven't given it what it needs. It needs a certain regimen. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. And so that's what I'm here for. Normally as a wellness coach, when I work with someone, whether you're 70 or 30, we figure out what your body needs and you receive a customized wellness plan tailored to what your body needs. But your body needs to be taken care of. It needs proper nutrition, exercise, daily learning, always growing, becoming your best self. These are the things that's going to help you age healthy, age well. You do not have to age into dis-ease. I want to wish everyone out there listening health and happiness. It can be yours and you so much deserve it. And if I can support you in that, please let me know.
Well, thank you, Cassandra. Before, I'm going to put here your how to find you, but before that, we have a couple questions. To age more healthy, Cassandra, is it too late to take your advice to make a difference?
It's never too late. If you're breathing, there's an opportunity to age healthy. So no, you can start today and live a new life, not only for you, but for the ones that you love.
Um, Resources. So there's a lot of information out there, people getting bombarded with the internet, and somebody said, where can I get some information on something like nutrition?
Well, one place you can get it from is from me on my website, which I'll share how to reach me at the end of this. But I have tons of free resources on my website. You'll find recipe ebooks, you'll find my Pinterest where I share tons of healthy meals you can make. Most of them I try to keep 30 minutes, maybe to an hour, quick things you can do to improve your nutrition.
One last question. So somebody asked, from when you first got your master's degree in gerontology, how has that discipline changed to where we are today?
Oh, wow. I'm aging myself. I received my master's degree in 2006, believe it or not. So at that time, we were just in the brink of baby boomers changing the world. Now is here and it's here to stay for a long time. So one of the changes I've seen in my tenure as a gerontologist, more and more people are looking to stay at home as they age, and more of the senior care industry, especially when we think about skilled nursing facilities, we're seeing some decline there, because more and more people are aging at home, are aging in a assisted living facility or maybe a active adult community. That's one of the biggest changes I've seen. And then probably next would be in regards to older adults having more resources at their disposal, because honestly, we're not where we should be. There needs to be even more resources for older adults, but we've come a long way from where we were when I first started as a gerontologist.
Well, very good. Well, thank you, Cassandra. So how can people find you?
You can find me online on my website, CassandraHill.com. That's Cassandra, CassandраRhill.com. On my website, you'll find all my handles for social media: Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. We're pretty much on all the big platforms. On my website, as I mentioned earlier, you'll see some of the free resources I have available just for you joining the community. Really want to support as many people as possible and living a healthy and happy life. And I know it's possible.
Well, very good. Well, thank you, Cassandra. This is wonderful stuff. Till next time, I'm your host, Jason Kotar, and this is Knowledgeable Aging.